Hello everyone, welcome to my video. In this video, we're gonna talk about age of women at childbirth. Yes, but first thing first, before we come to our topic today, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Alisia Putri Septiyani. You can call me Alisia. I'm from class X4G. So actually this video is assignments, my college assignment from my lectures, which is the subject is academic speaking. Okay, so everyone, we're back to our topic. Today is about age of women at childbirth. So guys, when you heard about that sentence like age of woman at childbirth, what do you think about it? I have a question for you before we discuss about our topic today. So what do you think about the best age for a woman to childbirth? Can you guess? But for me, I think the best age for woman for having a kid, for having a baby, like having a pregnant and childbirth, giving birth, maybe it's for about like 20s or maybe early 30s. Yeah, I think that's the best age for women to have a childbirth. But what do you think about it? Do you agree with my statement? But before we come to our topic, I have a little story about this topic. It was about my mom. You know that actually my mom, she was at the first time, she was have a childbirth. At the first time she told me it was when she 16 or maybe around 18. Yes, 18 years old. You know that actually 18 years old for a woman, like having pregnant, having a baby, or maybe like childbirth, it's not the best age, right? I'm not recommend you to have a kid to childbirth like for about 16 or maybe 18, because it was, I don't know, like how dare my mom to childbirth like in her age like 18. That's so dangerous. Actually, it's not good for your bodies, like maybe for your healthy. Yes, like I mentioned before that the best age for women to childbirth is around like 20s or maybe early 30s, because if the woman like childbirth in her age like 18, 16 and 18, that's not good. I not recommend you to have a childbirth at that age, because like your emotion also has not stable for having a kid or having a baby later. That's not good for you. And also I got the article from the BBC. It's talking about like the best age of women at childbirth. It's also like experts say the best age to get pregnant is between your late 20s and early 30s. This age range is associated with the best outcomes also, for both you and your baby also. And your fertility naturally declines as you get older, which could make it harder for you to conceive, and starting a family later in life could place a greater risk for pregnancy complications. And your age is just one factor that should go into your decision to get pregnant. And you also need to consider your emotional, like your emotional has been stable or not for having a baby, or maybe like pregnant, childbirth, it has been stable. And also like financial readiness to start a family. That timing is unique for each woman actually. And also we can see from the percentage here, getting pregnant in your 20s, 30s and 40s, or maybe more than 40s. Like the percentage here, we can see there are so many for the woman choose around 20 or 24 years old, there are 86%. And for 25 until 29, there are 78%. And when they age already 30 until 34, there are 63%. And around 35 until 39, there are 52%. And 40 until 44 years old, there are 66%. And like 45 until 49, there are 5% only. Like 50 more is only 2%, and 55 more, no one. Yeah, because that's so dangerous, and there are so many risks when you have a childbirth in the age more than 50 actually. Yes, so we can see from the percentage here, it's also the best age for women to have a childbirth is for about 20 and 24. So like, yeah, it's around 20s or early 30s that I have mentioned before. That's the best age for have a childbirth for the woman. And here we can see what happened when you pregnancy in 30s. Okay, there are topic here like when you have a pregnant in 30s, it will you still have a lot of stamina and resilience qualities that will help you become a better parent, of course. And you are psychologically and psychologically ready for pregnancy, and you are financially stable to take care of the extra member in the family. You are susceptible to certain complications. Risk of miscarriage increase, especially after 35. Possibility of delivering a premature baby. Your risk of preeclampsia is higher, as are the chance of having a baby with Down syndrome, diabetes, or other chromosomal abnormalities. And caesarean rate goes higher as soon as you touch 35. And the infant might have feeding difficulties.
American moms are starting a new trend. 30s are now the new 20s. In 2016, for the first time ever, more American women had babies in their early 30s than in their 20s. And women are now 25% older when they give birth, compared to 50 years ago. But isn't having kids at an older age harder on your body? And couldn't that mean more risk to the baby? Come to think of it, what is the difference between giving birth in your 20s versus your 30s? Giving birth at any age is a big change. For one, you'll have a child to support. They cost the average household around $230,000 to raise. But there are some major differences based on when you give birth. Take fertility. Between the ages of 20 and 24, women have an 86% chance of conceiving after trying for a year. But that chance falls to around 50% in your late 30s. And then there's your health. 20-somethings have a lower chance of miscarrying and of conditions like gestational diabetes, preeclampsia, and high blood pressure. But when it comes to your health later in life, waiting until your 30s to give birth is better. Research shows that moms who first gave birth in their early 30s report higher energy, better fitness, and fewer aches and pains compared to moms who first gave birth in their early 20s. And that might help explain another scientific finding. Women who have kids in their 30s might also live longer. According to a paper published in 2015, women who had their last child after age 33 were twice as likely to live past 95 compared to women who had their last child before their 30th birthday. And perhaps they'll also have more money to spend in those extra years. A Danish study found that college-educated mothers who were 31 to 34 when they gave birth earned around $5,000 more income over their lifetime compared to the average woman with a college degree. Whereas college-educated women who had their first kid before 25 earned around $80,000 less. Of course, that's just moms. What about the kids? If their moms gave birth in their 30s instead of their 20s, those kids might be safer, smarter, or even taller. On top of that, there might be more of them. That's right, because if you wait until your 30s, you're more likely to have twins. Older women have higher levels of a hormone called FSH, which stimulates the ovaries. Normally, women release just enough FSH to ovulate, or release one egg. But near menopause, they produce a ton of it, which can cause 2 eggs to ovulate and ultimately result in twins. Now, whether having twins is a benefit, that's up to you. But one thing's for sure. Whether you have kids at 21 or 35, you will never be the same again.
And from the video, we can see that actually I got a conclusion here from the video. Actually, having a baby or childbirth in their 30s is not what caused this woman to live longer. They were a different populations. Individuals who tend to want to have children tend to be more educated and have healthier habits, which leads to their living longer. So that's actually for having a baby like in 30s, early 30s. That's the best age for have a childbirth. And actually we can choose whether we want to have a childbirth like in the 20s or maybe 30s, because like in 20s body is right, in 30s money is right. So what will you choose, like body is right or money is right, for about 20 or 30s for the best age to have a baby? And also the best time to have kids is when you're mature enough. When you're mature, when you're ready, not to treat them like a burden in your life. Remember that. Okay everyone, so that's all our topic today about age of women at childbirth. Okay, so that's all our topic today. Thank you for listening to my video, for watching my video. So see you, bye in the next video. Bye bye everyone.